everyone. So in today's video, Michuki. Sorry, my knee's a bit on the edge. I think our neighbor is changing his bathroom and is like changing the tiles, and she is very sensitive to noise, especially the one she doesn't recognize. So she's been nervous for a few days, like on the edge, not sleeping well. And today morning she vomited, so early morning wake up for me. I had to wash my rugs. He's fine now. I have another video basically ready, but when I sit down to edit it, I knew my skin is really bad on this day. I had a bad reaction to sunscreen, and when I put medicine and the makeup on top of it, it looks so cakey. It looks so bad. Also, I have a wet hair still, so it also looks like, you know, I look like a wet rat. Anyway, yeah, when I sit down to edit this video, I couldn't look at myself, to be honest. So I was like, I can't edit it now. I think I will put a bit of disclaimer at the beginning. I will still release it simply because, well, it is a normal situation, you know, to have a bad reaction to something and, you know, break out badly, have a rash and stuff, you know. And it's not something to, you know, be ashamed of, but it is making me, well, obviously looking like this, it's not making you feel good, right? So I think, oh my God, I'm eating my own hair. I think editing it is gonna be quite unpleasant for me because I would have to look at myself, you know, in this state for a bit. It didn't look this kind of bad first, you know, but then when it was time for, you know, to record, it was looking bad. And obviously it didn't, like, looking at it, it didn't make me happy, but it is how it is. I will still release this video. But yeah, that's what happened. Well, but I digress. I didn't say what we're doing in today's video. In today's video, it's gonna be really cozy video. By the way, I think you might be hearing my dryer, so just ignore it. In today's video, we're gonna just crochet a bit. You know, let's see how much I can crochet today. If it's not gonna be a lot, because it's already like what? Almost 2 p.m. So basically I cleaned around, I studied, and then I was like, okay, now for the rest of the day, I will actually chill. So I will crochet. I have a bit to crochet. So yesterday we were watching Guardians of Galaxy, and I finished this one, which is gonna go on my, like a little coaster that's gonna go on my plant stand. And I'm making the second one same, so we're gonna finish that. Also, I'm making new Santa hats for my niece, slightly bigger, slightly longer than the ones I made for her last year. So I made one that it's literally kind of same pattern as the last one. So a little Santa hat with a nice airflow and a ruffle edge. Sorry, it's still a bit, I think there's possibility I will actually steam it a bit, so it's a bit more floppy, just this part, but we'll see. Anyway, that's this. And I wanna make a flowers. We already like chose flowers for this one. We're gonna make some daisies, and I already made also this one. This was such a cute, so I used the granny stitch. It's my first time using it for, actually using it at all, but for a bucket hat in general. So that's how it looks. And I was like, I don't want to just end it kind of randomly. So I decided to put this scallop, I think it's called scallop hem. I learned it when I was making bookmarks. that's the video I didn't release yet. But I learned how to do a scallop. And I think it turned out so stinking cute. I hope it's gonna fit. I mean, I was trying it on my head, right? Simply because that's also how I tried it last time. So it needs to be a little bit smaller than my head. And it needs to be a little bit short for me, right? We kind of measured how it should be, right? But so basically that's how it looks on me. So on me it looks kind of ridiculous. Also, I want to try to make one for myself. Okay, ignore this bit here. But that's how it looks on me. Also, I'm starting to think I want to make one for myself, but I might not be I might not look good in bucket hats. Now that I look at it, like, I don't know. Does it look nice? I don't know. So that's this one. Obviously it's short on me, but it should be fine on her. Also, it's not super tight on me, but you know, I think it's fine. I think it's gonna look cute. I hope it's gonna look cute. But yeah, this is my fave one. I'm gonna be watching YouTube. I'm watching Ruby Frank on Rotten Mango. I'm on episode, let's call it part 3. I almost said call it episode, right? So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. Basically, we're gonna crochet a bit.
Are the 4 young children. As for how a mother can so easily say things like that to their own children, this might provide insight. In another Connections video with Jody, Ruby is sitting on the couch.
Right?
Are you a woman that thinks through your decision, convinced both of the kids that they are evil and that they're going to jail?
So the kid just
To open the door. So now all the neighbors do, and all they can resort to, is leaving food at the front door. Just in case.
That's why.
My food just came. I have a pumpkin soup here, and I also have some peach tea. I have more in the fridge because the cup is quite small, but the container it came with, it's like a basically double cup. So I'm gonna enjoy it and then go back to crocheting.
And considering how frail he was, to make him jump on a trampoline is downright cruel.
Does he sound like he was worried for the kids?
I figured this out, right? I just harbor what you all are sharing with me. I feel responsible. I wish I was a better husband.
Sir, you have 6 kids. Be a better dad. He says, I just want my family back in the documentary that during the interrogation checked her. And one part of this whole story...
I finished the coasters. They're in the laundry right now. I put up the laundry. I am suddenly so sleepy after food, you know? I wrote down the pattern for the daisies and I will start making daisies for this hat. I don't know how many I will need. I guess I will count as we go. I will make myself some hot tea. It's not great to drink hot tea after I just drink iced tea, but I need hot tea to wake up because I'm so sleepy right now. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. Who's this cutie? You tired? Sleepy? Sleepy, my? Yes. Sleep. Poor pumpkin. Oy, oy, oy. Usually sleeping here. You're a good kitty. And sleeping. Yes. Weasel. I've made 4 flowers. Is it too many next to each other? I actually don't think so. This one falls down because it's a safety pin, not a stitch marker. Actually, I do think that's looking nice. Well, Weasley is having rest.
Sit. We wait. Hey, turn around. Yes, good job. High five. High five. Yes, good girl. Some of the trees are already blooming. So this whole alley soon is gonna be covered with flowers. There's another one blooming, and I think they're gonna bloom quite soon, all of them.
I decided to go out with Mayeni. I recorded just a tiny bit, and it's actually so cold. I think my hands like warmed up already, so they're not like red, but my nose was so runny. We met one puppy and he said hello, so she's really happy. We also met a older lady, grandma. We met grandma in the lift, and she called Mayeni pretty good girl. She said, "Oh, what a pretty good girl," because she was sitting and looking at me, and I was like, and she was like, "Oh, is she a baby?" And I was like, "Yes, yes, you said that. That's Mama's. No, that's Mama's. That's no my." She called you a pretty good girl? Yes. Minnie, who's a pretty good girl? Minnie, do oof. Do oof. Oof. Yes, do one more time. Oof. Yes, you're a pretty good girl. Yes. Minnie, oh my god, you're so pretty. You're looking so pretty on the camera. Oh my god, look so big because Mama is back here and you're at the front. Wait, are you a Wolfie? Are you Wolfie doing She's not a Wolfie. I thought she might do Sometimes she's doing that. Okay, let's go back to crocheting. So it's getting dark already. I stitched 1, 2, 3 flowers completely. I will stitch the rest later because it's I don't like stitching, and also like weaving the ends, stitching, it's kind of boring and annoying, so I don't like to do that. Well, obviously I have to, but I would just do it, honestly, I would just do it before going to sleep. I will show you tomorrow the done hat. I think I will take a shower, and honestly, I think I will maybe start this bag I mentioned you with these 2 colors, so beige and yellow. It's either gonna be checkered or granny stitch, I think. I think granny stitch could be fun, but I think I will go for checker just because I know the pattern. I mean, it's easy. Easier. So I will get on that. I will just look for the pattern of bag I want to make. I want to make a big tote bag, so I will not finish it today. I will probably not record more today. I guess I will come back to you tomorrow. See you later. A little update. Yesterday, during evening movie, I did the bottom of the bag.
and now I'm doing side. It's just the beginning, but yeah, it's looking cute. I think I do like the colors. I think it's gonna be good size one. It's quite wide, I think wide enough to put yeah, simply I could put a notebook in. So I just need to continue like this, and also my throat hurts.
Hi guys, I'm coming back to you to tell you. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I did finish the hat. Jeez, for a second I was like, is this flower lower? I finished the hat. I think it's super cute. That's the other one I showed you before, I'm pretty sure. And that's the bag. I love this bag. I think I'm gonna go into like a bag making addiction. This bag is so cute. Look at this. I don't know. I am in love with this bag. The strap is a little bit, as you can see, it's a little bit small, but in tutorial they said to make it kind of small, so because it's gonna stretch. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna listen to you. Wait, I'm gonna put some books in so you can see how it looks with book. Okay, I'm back. My knee is in the background. So I put the books I usually have. As you can see, strap is getting longer. Yes. And look at this. I think it's so cute. Is it cute? Cute like my guys, she's having a bad day. Our upstairs neighbor, I can't speak. Neighbor is doing some kind of remaking of, I don't know which room, but yesterday we had a lot of noise. Oh, sorry, I have like hair in my mouth again. My own hair. Yeah, remaking one of the rooms, and there was like a drilling and hammer, and I swear to God I heard saw. And her and Weasley, they both don't really like the noises they don't know. So yesterday whole day she didn't sleep. Well, she basically didn't sleep. She was in a bad mood. She was nervous. That means I couldn't do much during the day. I basically finished this bag. She's quite tired today after yesterday. Our neighbor is still doing something, but you know, not as loud as yesterday, so it's like fine, and not as often. So from time to time you can hear something. Also, I have a stream like almost now, so I gotta go, but I'm really happy with the bag. I think I want to make more bags. Woo-choo! I'm obsessed with the bag. Not gonna lie. This is definitely like my high of the week. I don't know. I'm just so freaking obsessed with it. But I need to take this stuff out of my bag. But yeah, I want to make more bags now. This is like, I'm gonna treasure it. I was making sure that all the, you know, all the connections and all the, I had few of the, how do you call the, like a knots like the knots made by like a factory knots, that's how you call them, when they were like, I guess in the factory it was like not connecting together, right? So I had a few of those. I made sure they're not gonna like split apart and anything, and I made sure I hid all of the connections well, and I love it so much. Anyway, I think that's gonna be all for today's video. We did coasters, alright? We did coasters, we did hats, we did bag. I think next week we're gonna crochet a bit too. I need to make the other hat, it's not gonna be checkered, it's gonna be gingham. We'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you soon. And let me know if you would like more videos like this. Anyway, have a lovely rest of the week. Bye bye. Wait, does it turn off?